Hey, Shaun from Open Pantry Co, and this is the Prep List, your Monday mindset reset. Each week, I share one trend, one tool, one smart operator move, and one question to get your venue thinking sharper for this week. This week, we're talking about something that most venues avoid until it's too late: crisis readiness. I've been on the floor when the fridge has failed, when the chef's walked out, and when the point of sale has crashed mid-service. And it's definitely not fun. And the only difference between chaos and calm is whether you've been prepared or whether you're just scrambling. So what's the trend right now? More operators are finally putting basic crisis plans into their systems and processes. Now, these aren't big binders gathering dust or complicated manuals. They're just simple, usable plans when things break down. Because it's not just the global shocks we've all lived through, like the pandemic, floods, or bushfires. It's the weekly disruptions. Things like your chef calling in sick at 4 p.m. for the night shift, your point of sale system going down on a Saturday lunch rush, your fridge dying overnight and wiping out $5,000 worth of stock. I've been through all these situations, unfortunately, and they're not fun. Customers don't judge you for the hiccup. They judge you for the response. And in 2025, they expect you to handle it smoothly. The operators who build resilience in their culture, even with the basics, are the ones who keep their reputation intact. So the tool test for this week. This week's tool is simple: the checklists and templates. Making simple one-pages for those likely crises. Starting with staff shortages. Thinking, who's the backup? How do we cover this gap? What gets cut from the menu if that chef who's on cannot make that dish? Tech failures. Having a manual docket system. An FPOS backup that works offline. And then how do you reconcile all that information later? Food safety. How do we handle fridge temperatures when they go up and down? What are our contamination protocols? And who do we call when something goes really wrong? And lastly, PR issues. What happens when we get a negative review? When we get a media inquiry coming through? And what are the escalation steps to make sure we handle it properly? Stick them on the office wall, save them in the WhatsApp group, or build them into your point of sale backend. Because in a panic, nobody has time to think. They just need clarity, and fast. And you can build that clarity in probably just under an hour. The operator move for this week. One operator I know had their point of sale crash mid-service on a packed Friday lunch. Instead of the panic, the manager calmly pulled out the backup sheet. The dockets started to be handwritten. The FPOS terminal ran in an offline mode. And the staff were briefed in how to reconcile it later. Now, service wasn't perfect, but it kept moving. Customers saw calm and not chaos. Compare that with another venue that had the same problem. No plan, staff running around asking, what do we do? Tickets piling up, guests leaving, reviews being brutal. What's the real difference here? One team had practiced. The other had hoped for the best. Your team question for this week: what's our plan if something goes wrong? Run a 10-minute tabletop exercise. Pretend the chef calls in sick for tonight's service. That all your fridges fail for tomorrow. And a negative review goes viral. Talk it through with your team. You'll see the gaps in knowledge and processes straight away. And once you see them, you can fix them. And that's your prep list for this week. Crisis planning is not sexy, but it's a difference between a hiccup and a disaster. If you want help building your own plan, we've put together a crisis management playbook. Reach out to us through our emails in the show notes, and we'll send it to you straight away. It's free. This has sparked something for you. Share it with a mate in hospitality who could really use that extra backup. Because in hospitality, it's not if something goes wrong, it's when. And the smartest operators already know that and what they'll do next. See you next Monday for the prep list.